Our next performer is, wow, has been making a name for herself since she put that pen to paper. She just won the Emerging Artist in National Women's Music Festival. She's extraordinary. We got one hit of her earlier, and now we get another hit of her. A woman whose work is dedicated to ending the violence against women and girls. Please welcome Nina J.
I come like thunder and lightning. I don't mean to be frightening when I move through your bloodstream. Even when I'm pushing and fighting, just trying to pull a little light into my hood, it's treated like a crime scene. I am a feminist. I stand unapologetically for all rights to women. I use women-centered vision to identify my enemies and my friends. I don't believe that any kind of same-sex loving has ever been a sin. I should make it home safe each night, even if my clothing's just my skin. I believe that women will rule the world. I don't know how, and I don't know when. I am a feminist. And I'm tired of all men who wish to trouble, who try preventing this. And I'm tired of white women who really believe y'all own and invented this. And I'm tired of women of color who only see the white women and try preventing this. And most of all, the media who paint me an angry and strange demented this. There is no mystery. They are not trying to hide their desires. They wish to turn back the hands of time, maybe set crosses back on fire. My right to choose, separation of church and state, abolish all that has transpired. And daddy's in jail for putting mama through hell. And the babies are getting high. And it's not that I'm not concerned with my brothers. I just ain't got the time. I'm preoccupied by women's safety. See, we ain't doing all that fine. I know a whole lot of women who are losing it. Kayla, I know a lot of little girls who are crying. And I don't feel inclined to pacify brothers when all my sisters are dying. And we cannot forget just why we have to live these kinds of lives, taking self-defense courses, looking over our shoulders. This is how we survive. I look at men and I ponder the safety of the world for their women. For their mothers and their wives, and I study everything they do to my body, whether that be with balls or words or knives. Now you can call me a feminist, but I call me a womanist. Because I got to add the color to keep it real. Because I deal with shit on ghetto streets y'all don't talk about on Capitol Hill. And I can't always afford the abortion that I couldn't afford the pill. And sometimes my struggle got me in Target looking for tampons to steal. Not the white sisters that I stand with. I still don't trust you with my soul. Because I still imagine you bossing some black maid when you were maybe 4 years old. And I still imagine how many slaves your ancestors may have bought and sold. And I watch some of you read my poems in shock as if my brain was something I stole. I am a feminist because a black woman paved that road for me. And she stood and she slaved and carried a heavy ass load for me. And the woman was brave and she stood up and she acted bold for me. And my life is saved by all the women's stories that have been told to me. My name is Nina J, and don't ever fucking forget that I'm a black feminist. Thank you. I want to read one poem out of my old book. Actually, this poem is called In Our Mouths. You want to know why I want to read this poem? I bet you do.
Secondary affirmation.
If it's meant for you to know why I'm reading this poem, then you already know why I'm reading this poem. I just love mouths, where her words live. All the explanations for her tears, the place where we often hide. The second before revealing ourselves, where we catch ourselves like grabbing the back of a neck, skid march on asphalt. Hear that sound. All the words, all the colors, all the secrets women can forget that we have living and hiding in our mouths, between our teeth, under our tongues, in the bellies of our cheeks, how we don't even notice them until there are just too many and they begin falling out anywhere and everywhere, often without context or explanation, often without care or thought, often leaving us naked when we didn't mean to be. often leaving us angry when we didn't mean to be, often leaving us wide open when we didn't mean to be. I love a mouth, and I love kissing, mostly because I love to find women where we so often live, hiding deeply, so deeply in our mouths.
Yes.
I met a woman on this land once, and this poem was written for her. So this poem was written on this land about a woman I met on this land. Small story, just quick. When we went home, all the intimacy that we had developed on the land, sometimes, you know, it evaporates the moment you leave the land. And you try to keep up with all that closeness, but now your guards are back up. And you can't maintain it, and you can't see her as clearly, and she can't see you as clearly.
Preach.
And so I lost her. You know, I was praying and praying that she could hold it open for me. But she couldn't. And so that's where this poem was born. It's for you, Mariachi. She wasn't the girl. Mariachi would have stayed wide open for me. Meet me where the ocean sleeps. Let death bring morning round. Where falling leaves and newborn trees and girls get finally found. I feel her wings are fluttering now. I say nothing. I just watch. I admit that I haven't always understood that women with wings will fly away. I mean, they must. Me? I am a bird lover. I love to watch you soar and glide. I love to whisper you wet and wide. I love to let you slide almost all the way inside, but you could not stay still enough, no matter how you tried. I am a bird lover. And soon the tips of our wings won't touch, and we won't remember too much. And soon the far betweens each blush. Now where I used to lust, I just hush and feel the brush, feel the days like breezes as they rush, as they blow, because I know hello always becomes let go. So I lie low just so she knows I'll give her what she wants, although we may not want the same thing, no, but I do not wait in line for shows, and I don't stop birds from flying, so I stand on this windowsill and I blow. I'm blowing you kisses, lady. In my language, I miss you, baby. I think I get caught up in my issues. Maybe I think too much. I'm gonna miss you, baby. But what can another bird say to you? I mean, I know I'm gonna fly away too, and yeah, I was born to find and write your blues, and my flow will always find the tears in you, and you know that ain't shit you ready to do, and I know no use in holding on like I used to. I mean, I'm a fucking bird lover. I'm drawn to women like me with wings and shit, who penetrate heights but can't cling to shit, who try living on land and feet get caught in strings and shit, and now she's dreaming of things like rings, but shit. Love, when you fly away, remember, in your mouth lies the last tongue I let taste me. Listening to Medusa at night stage as you pressing your body into my body where my waist be pulling me backward. I can move backward, but I would rather your pretty face me. The wind came calling, caught this blackbird almost falling. 2 days of heaven, and we did not waste we. And the spot where we kiss my darling, the bed where we kiss my darling, will always hold that empty space. See, African birds will always migrate to wherever the bass be. The bass. And the boom, the grace of these wombs, this space that we assume will always birth the flower that shall bloom. But in the race to not consume what we don't eat, spoils in closed rooms. Birds and witches need the bass and the boom fly away the moment the sound is sucked from the room. Now, I admit that I will probably never have a wife. I just was not born. I wasn't nurtured for that kind of life. And much as I try to write me still with these words, now I just admit that I'm a bird who loves birds. I had to break my own heart enough times to discover how to let go and love her, and let go and still love her. How to know as we both hover that we're not as broken as we thought. We're just bird lovers. And though sometimes it hurt, I accept and I love, and I just got to remember that I'm a bird who fucking loves what? Birds. birds. Thank you. I am a blues poet. I write the blues I feel. I write the blues I know. I am the Billie Holiday of my own pain. There were hardly any pictures of me growing up. I've always been too brown, too fat, too nappy to ever want a moment's snapshot with me in it. But I digress because I'm scratched in pain like one of those old 45s going round and round the turntable in search of music. And the needle keeps getting stuck in all the places it's already been. Stuck in the past, stuck in the past, stuck in the past. My needle keeps getting stuck in the past, and if you play me back with my words would erupt in a tone that is both dark and misguided. I am a blues poet. I write the blues I feel. I was 13 and all I knew was that I needed a lot of pills. They said that I could do it with a lot of pills, the kind of rest that could take me away. The kind of rest that could take me away from all the ways I'd already been torn into. I was 13 and violated, 13 and dying. I was 13 and ready to die. But they never said what kind of pills, so I took whatever I could find around the house, said all my goodbyes that night for nothing. I woke the next morning and my body heaved and vomited the story of my pain all over the kitchen floor, but it was easier for them to believe in the stomach flu, Brenda. So I left them. Because there was a way that one had to live life inside my ghetto without the crying, without the screaming, without the breaking down. But I thought those pills was going to take me to my mama. There was a black woman who lived in a shoe. She had so much cancer, was nothing they could do. Her dreams became nightmares and then they came true. She left her baby down here to write the blues, see? My mama had a sister who had a house, see? And my mama went to that house to die, see? My mama who had a sister, who had a husband, who had a thing for little girls. He would stick it in like dynamite and blow little girls to pieces. Our flesh is still dripping down those walls. He was an old man from Nantucket. The smaller the hole, the harder he fuck it. And in my soul, his evil is still stuck. I'm telling you, it still hurts. Thus, I am a blues poet. I write the blues that craves escape my screams like chaotic saxophone. If you there, God, I'm begging you for understanding. I was already falling. Why'd you have to let me fall into those hands? I thought I was a whore before I was 10. And so the blues became my language as life began to pick at me like an old guitar. But I don't want to just sing songs like that. I want pretty words. I want pretty words. I want prettier words. Because I don't use words like they're birds. Fly me away from this dark space. If I don't let the prose stitch me clothes, I could go missing without a trace. If I don't write the pain, I stay the same as when I awoke in that pool of blood. I curse the sky for the chains, they fall on me like rain. I have drowned in invisible floods when I don't write. I just might make myself a fight. I just might make myself a death. Make sure we gasp in our last breath. Because when it gets hard for me to breathe, I need something that I can grieve. Make something dead that I can see. I make sure that one of us is going to leave. Some kind of pain that makes a fist, some blood to drip slow from my wrist. Because I'm good at mad but bad at pissed. And honestly, I'm sweeter when I'm missed. And so that I don't turn and twist any beauty that was just in I miss. I write a poem and puncture the cyst. I control the oozing just like this. See, just like this, just like this. I can feel this fire dying. Kiss me hard, a tender kiss. I do not burn like I was trying. Come here, sis. Let's reminisce about the time I took you flying. Just like this. Just like this. I don't always know when I'm crying. Just like this. Just like this. I prefer the purging more than the dying. And I know that if I don't find a way to write a poem sometimes, I'll find a way to hurt myself or hurt you somehow. Thank you for listening to me tonight. I'm doing one more poem. I'm doing this poem for Jackie, who is my mother. I'm not doing the poem. I'm doing two poems. I'm sorry.
Good. Yes, please.
This poem is for my mother, Jackie. She was my mother. She didn't give birth to me, but she gave birth to me.
Yeah.
And I went to her university, and she was the smartest woman I know, the most brilliant woman I know. And she died almost 2 years ago now. So this poem is for her. I marked it off. Where did I put it? Y'all used to this now. I hope you will support my work and buy my book, and that the words that you've spoken to me this week about my work are not just words, and that you actually feel it and are willing to support what I am doing and how I am moving.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Maria, are you in here?
Yes.
Maria, this
Maria.
is... You Marie.
I know.
This is actually for anybody who has lost anyone. And this is my sister, right, Kim? This is for your sister, too. Dear Jackie, I listened to every word you spoke while we traveled and while we smoked. And oh, the smile it would provoke when you watched a sleeping girl get woke. Found another black woman who felt the rage. I knew early on from our first page that you expected us to use this stage, stop the bird from singing, pull it out of the cage. Liberate the minds of the girls as black girls be. When I was starving, I would find you and just let you talk to me. Now we got to move on as us now. Never again will we be we. And somewhere inside, I am so thankful you are now chained and pain-free. Yes. But somewhere else inside, I'm just a hurt and flailing thing inside a cave hanging upside down without a song I want to sing. My eyes are still looking for you. I'm listening for the depth of your sound. Now, who am I supposed to hug after every poem when you ain't gonna be around? Our eyes shall never meet again. I hope I believe in angels. In some moments, if I close one eye and turn my heart at just the right angle, I can still feel you in this room, ground beneath these feet that dangle. But there's a danger, you taught me, in wanting a living thing to never die. Because room's got to be made for tomorrow's dreams, and baby birds need sky to fly. You scolded me once, don't mourn the endings, because beginnings need room to birth. I mean, if no flower ever died, the seeds we plant will find no earth. Y'all gonna be all right, I can hear you say. Remember, everybody gonna have to go. I am good. I have lived my life, and I taught y'all what I know. I have used this pen to write such rage, but what to write when loved ones die? I broke my flesh to watch blood stains, smoked a lot of weed, but couldn't get high. God, I have frozen, fallen rain, pushed hell back upward into sky. I mean, I ache to cry this pain, but I just go cold and numb when I try. I know, Jackie, don't mourn the endings, because beginnings need room to birth. And I know I hear you. If no flower ever dies, new seeds won't find no earth. I hear you, Jackie. Don't forget I'm hunted. I can never forget that I'm black. I know. Never let them see me break, even if they see me crack. I know we gonna be all right. Yes, we gonna all one day go. What a splendid blessing it was to watch you live. Thank you for teaching me what you know. This last poem is her favorite poem, and curse words and everything. She left instructions for me to read it at her funeral, and that is what I did. So for Jackie, I call you in, and I love you. I've learned that there's a price that I pay for choosing to live my life as a soldier. I'm just a black girl filled with passion and pain who prays for brown arms to hold her, but they say I'm too heavy. They say I think too much. And my bed grows colder and colder. I notice the women God sent to my space, they tend to get older and older. I've learned that there's a price that I pay for all my premature evolutions. The strength in my voice, the rage in these words, it all fosters an illusion, because I ain't all that tough. I sometimes like it rough. We make love in this revolution. But girls see me on stage and don't read my whole page. We both run toward the wrong conclusions. I've learned that there's a price that I pay for being a runaway slave standing tall. I don't get excited about female exploitation. I don't give a shit about anything at the mall. Now, I can give a speech to 1,000 women without fear, but at parties, I ride the wall. Girl gave me her number, said she murdered my pussy, then she wonders why I never call. I've learned that there's a price that I pay for having vision that sees so much. I can see bullshit coming before it creates itself, and tough girls I just do not trust. I ain't saying I don't feel you, I just know I can't heal you. You gotta have wisdom in your touch. You ain't gotta be all filled in, but you gotta be doing that building. You can lean on me, but I can't be your crutch. And I've learned that there's a price that I pay for not towing one side of the line. I don't care for labels, because I know they're just fables. Who cares if on top when we grind? I really like you, sister, but I'm not trying to be your mister. I'm submissive most of the time. I need to be a dainty queen and still do my tomboy thing. I don't fit boxes of any kind. I've learned that there's a price that I pay for resisting white supremacist temptations. I don't perm my hair. You can call me a square, but you ain't gonna find me on nobody's plantation. I'm just a rebel girl, and I'm trying to change the world. I don't feed off other girls' degradation. Now, if it's a weakling you crave, I cannot be your slave. I'd rather perfect my skills of masturbation. So there's a price that I pay at the end of the day for braving the fight to be free. Girls do look my way, but they never do stay. I fight wars that blind people can't see. I choose to walk through the fight. I choose to balance the high wire. So Caleb might find this world paved. But my soul is not for hire, ladies. And you cannot call me a liar. I find my worth in the lives that we save. Fuck the rest. My name is Inina J. Thank you for listening.
Inina J. All the way from Chicago. Inina J. Just tearing up the circuit. Blazing her way. Don't let her go. Do not let Goldenrod leave with any inventory of Inina J. Please buy her books. And you can also contribute to Inina J, her Patreon. Give her $10 a month. What's $10 a month for Nina and $10 a month for We Want the Land Coalition? It's hardly any. It's $20 a month. You'd spend that trying to cruise somebody, wouldn't you? You'd spend a lot more, I tell you. Just spend that $20 a month, 10 for Nina and 10 for We Want the Land community.